Stories of Thor, Chapter 1. Thor and the Sea Serpent. In Valhalla, the great hall of the gods, everyone was preparing for a grand feast. I want something huge and special to hold our drink, bellowed Odin, king of the gods. Who can bring me a pot large enough? My stepfather, Hymir, has one, said Tyr, the god of battle. But he won't land it. Hymir was a fearsome giant. Even Tyr was afraid of him. Then Odin's son, Thor, strode up. I'll get you that pot, father, he boasted. I would like to see you try, said Tyr. The pot was so vast that it sat outside Hymir's house. How will you get it? Tyr asked. I don't know, admitted Thor. Maybe I will fight Hymir for it. Tyr laughed. Thor was one of the strongest gods, but he was not stronger than a giant, was he? Before they could make a better plan, Tyr's mother opened the door. You are just in time for supper, she said with a smile. Hymir was already at the table. Hello, said Thor as he came in. May I borrow your giant pot? No, roared Hymir. Thor shrugged and began to munch on an ox. Hymir growled in fury. May I borrow your pot? Asked Thor again, with his mouth full. What about a contest for it? Tyr broke in, seeing Hymir leap up. Said Hymir. We'll go fishing tomorrow. If you catch more than me, I might land it. Just after dawn, Hymir and Thor climbed into Hymir's fishing boat. Thor had brought a large sack along with him. What does he have in there? When they had rowed far out to sea, Hymir threw in his net and waited. Soon he had caught two enormous whales. Look at my haul, he bragged, holding up the writhing beasts. And you haven't caught anything? We need to row out further, said Thor. I will still beat you easily, while Hymir rowed. Thor opened his sack. Inside was an ox head, left over from supper the night before. Thor tied it to a fishing line. Within seconds, Thor felt a tug on the line. He tried to pull it in, but it wouldn't. He pulled harder and harder. Hymir laughed. Poor little god. Is it too heavy for you? He taunted. Thor pushed his feet against the boat and pulled with all his might. At last the line rose up out of the water. Caught on the end was a gigantic sea serpent. That's Jormungand, cried Hymir. He's too big. Let go. The serpent was so vast it could keep its tail on ocean floor. I am Thor, son of Odin. You will not beat me. As Thor struggled, the weather started to change. Dark clouds gathered and a storm blew up. Lightning cracked in the sky. Giant waves rocked. Thor reached for his magical hammer, Mjolnir, and brought it crashing down on the serpent's head. The creature slammed onto the boat, smashing up. "We are capsizing!" screamed Hymir. He grabbed his harpoon and cut through the fishing line. Thor toppled back. Jormungand slid beneath the water. The storm began to calm, but Hymir was panicking. The boat was sinking, and he couldn't. He moaned. "Don't worry," said Thor. He dived into the sea, grabbed hold of the boat and began to swim. Hymir couldn't believe it. Thor was pulling him, the boat, and the two whales. He swam with them all the way to shore. "We are back. Now may I borrow your boat?" Thor asked Hymir when they finally reached the house. "Or shall we fight for it?" Hymir looked horrified. "I am not fighting you. You may." And he handed Thor a glass goblet. "Easy!" Thor threw the goblet at the ground. It bounced. He tried again. This time he hurled it with all his strength. The pillar smashed into tiny pieces, but the goblet stayed whole. Thor didn't know it, but it was an enchanted goblet, tougher than. "If this carries on, Thor will wreck the house," thought Tyre's mother. "I would better tell him the secret," she whispered in Thor's ear. "The hardest thing here is my husband's head. Throw the goblet at that." Thor threw it hard at Hymir, and the goblet finally shattered. "Hey, now may I have the pot?" asked Thor, grinning. Thor smiled and held it high over his head in triumph. "I have one last challenge for you, Thor," said Tyr, as they headed home. "Race you to the feast.